Leader, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, allow me to congratulate the members-elect, the Honorable Kombe Harrison, who has been with us here before and who makes his comeback after a petition that had sent him packing, but is now back. Welcome back, Honorable Kombe. The new member for Banisa, the Honorable Hassan Ahmed Malim, the Honorable Boyd Were, the Honorable Ndakwa David, the Honorable Leo Wamudende, and of course, the Honorable Moses Okoth, aka Randere. Honorable Speaker, allow me, as I congratulate these members-elect, to also congratulate their competitors who put up a gallant fight. And, Honorable Speaker, they put up a gallant fight, but for these ones who eventually succeeded, Honorable Speaker, we must congratulate them and say this is a win, not just for these members of parliament, but also for the people of the constituencies that they now come to represent in the National Assembly. Honorable Speaker, these by-elections were a mini general election with 7 parliamentary seats and a couple of county assembly seats, Honorable Speaker. These by-elections indeed were a mini general election. And Honorable Speaker, the win that was seen by the broad-based government tells you, Honorable Speaker, that indeed we are not only broadening the base, but this is the future of this nation. It is also a vindication, Honorable Speaker, of those of us who truly believe in the politics that unites all the people of Kenya. And Honorable Speaker, those that have been preaching ethnicity, those, Honorable Speaker...
Yes, order. Les KJ, what is out of order? Give him the mic.
Honorable Speaker, while I may not be intent on interrupting what the leader of majority
is saying, you have already interrupted him. Just
because he's doing very serious business.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I'd wanted you to take notice that the matters that are prosecuted on the floor of the House only belong to the House. And Mr. Speaker, this afternoon, conspicuously, we are missing members of parliament from what is being called the united opposition. And we can see broad-based are here representing their people, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you have on occasion said that the matters of parliament should not be prosecuted at weddings and funerals, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to ask, Mr. Speaker, if it is in order for this very important business to be absconded by members of parliament who have been given the permission and the mandate to represent their people on the floor of the House, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
So kindly take some legislative notice of the absence of the united opposition, Mr. Speaker.
Order, KJ, you are out of order. There is no evidence before this House that anybody is prosecuting any matter before a funeral.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I hope you spare me that 1 minute. But also to inform the Honorable KJ that in this country there is nothing like a united opposition. What I actually see is a very disunited opposition. Disunited, colorless, rudderless, clueless, visionless, planless, and that is how they lost these by-elections, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, only yesterday, on Sunday, I heard one of them saying that they had agreed with another one on how they would share positions in Nairobi County, as if Nairobi County belongs to you. Nairobi County belongs to the people of Nairobi, and it is the people of Nairobi who will decide who will be their members of parliament, their governor, their senator, their women rep. But unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, yesterday, I had the former Vice President, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, a man I truly respect, assert that indeed, truly, the truthful liar was actually lying in church. And you know, Honorable Speaker, I am ashamed, because I am a member of the Presbyterian Church, that this truthful liar has been lying on the pulpit in the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, where I am a member. And I must thank the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka for putting the record straight that that truthful liar was lying at PCA Kariobangi. Honorable Speaker, I was saying these by-election results are a vindication of those of us who believe in a united country, those of us who believe in the politics of progress, Those of us who believe that this country can indeed transform from a third world to a first world country, Honorable Speaker, we are vindicated by the people of Kenya in these by-elections, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I must express my regret that, Honorable Speaker, those who do not believe in democracy attempted to use violence from Kasipul to Mbeere North. We saw the unfortunate incident, Honorable Speaker, where a former Speaker of this House attempted to box a young hustler just on the basis that they had refused to vote for a man who was playing a guitar by the roadside, Honorable Speaker. And the people of Mbeere North, Honorable Speaker, as I promised them last week when we closed our campaign, that on Tuesday, following the elections of Thursday, I would hold the Honorable Leo Wamuthende's hand and introduce him to you as the member-elect from Mbeere North. I thank God that I had that opportunity today to introduce the new member of parliament from Mbeere North, the indomitable Leo Wamuthende. And Honorable Speaker, there is a good man, a chair of one of the clans in Mbeere North, Honorable Speaker. I do not want to name the clan, Honorable Speaker, but he called me last night and he told me in Swahili that ya ukweli Wamuthende amemuonyesha Wamunyoo moto. Loosely translated is that Wamuthende has shown Wamunyoo fire. And indeed, Wamunyoo has seen fire. He has seen fire. Fire. He has seen fire. And the fire that they have seen is just a tip on the iceberg. I will conclude, Honorable Speaker, by saying those who remain to be planless, those who the President has told us have only three things: that Kasongo, one term, and must go. This is notice that has been served to them, as the President told them, that if you continue with your retrogressive and backward ethnic-based politics, politics that has no vision, has no plan for the people of Kenya, 2027 is nigh, and you will see fire once again. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I beg to welcome all these members and ask them to serve with dedication and commitment their constituents for these 2 years that they'll be serving in the House, Honorable Speaker, and we welcome them to the National Assembly, and we will work with them irrespective of whichever party you have been elected on. Those of you who have been elected on UDA, you are Kenyans, you are part and parcel of the broad-based government. Those of you like Randere, who have been elected on ODM, and my brother Boy Duere, who I went to campaign for them, both of them in Kasipul and Ugunja. I went to Mbeere North. I went to campaign for the Honorable Ndakwa in Malava. Unfortunately,
time up, Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I stand before you to congratulate the new members of Parliament, Mr. Speaker, who won their seats decisively, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, these by-elections that have just happened, or we just concluded, Mr. Speaker, have taught us a big lesson. Mr. Speaker, there is a cliche that says, "Vitu different kwa ground." I never used to believe it until I saw what happened in this by-election, Mr. Speaker. When I saw, Mr. Speaker, people who were so confident, like this group that were in Wamuthende's place and Malava, Mr. Speaker, being flawed, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. I thought this is a miracle. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank members of the Orange Democratic Party from this floor, Mr. Speaker, for standing up for their party and electing their new MPs in the Orange Party, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank the team, both in Homa Bay, in the Coast region, Mr. Speaker, in Kilifi, and also in Siaya, Mr. Speaker, who took their time and made sure that those seats remain with the Orange Democratic Party, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there were many doubts And if anyone had a doubt, Mr. Speaker, that the broad-based government is popular with the Kenyan people, Mr. Speaker, we were vindicated through this by-election, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when I saw Honorable Ishungwa and my friend Aaron campaigning in Homa Bay, in Siaya, Mr. Speaker, that's when I believe that Kenyans want unity. Kenyans are not interested in divisive politics, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know, we were in the opposition for long. Even now, that Kasumba has not left us, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, I came to realize that doing press conferences in Nairobi alone every morning is not good enough. It's not good enough. You have to go to the ground and talk to the people. If you do even 100 press conferences in a day in Nairobi, Mr. Speaker, it looks like that message never reaches the ground, Mr. Speaker. It is better you go and speak to the people on the ground. But what has shocked me in this by-election, Mr. Speaker, you know, when you serve in a very high office like the one you are serving as a Speaker, the office of the President, office of the Chief Justice, and office of the Speaker, Mr. Speaker, who are leaders of arms of government, when you retire from that office, Mr. Speaker, you are supposed to retire with dignity. Mr. Speaker, I was very shocked and sorry to see my former boss here and the former Speaker fighting a young man. Mr. Speaker, you know, those are things you leave for your PA and other small people to deal with, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, how can you be, honestly, even that young man should have just told the Speaker, no, please, let us not fight. You can send somebody else. Mr. Speaker, when you retire from a high office, like the office of the Speaker, you should be able to carry yourself with humility, dignity, because you are a senior member of this society called Kenya. You know, when I see the former Chief Justice sometimes campaigning, I just look at, and then he's addressing 10 people. Mr. Speaker, I feel petty for him, Mr. Speaker. I say, this is not the way a former state officer at the level of Chief Justice should retire. But Mr. Speaker, this election that has just happened, these by-elections that have just been concluded, Mr. Speaker, have confirmed also that in 2027, God willing, because we sat down as a team and we agreed that ODM is going to fill in Ugunja, Magarini, and Kasipul. And UDA will fill in Banisa, and Mbere and Malava. We agreed as parties under the broad-based. I can see if we maintain this formula, 2027 will be a walk in the park. Mr. Speaker, the former deputy president that we sacked here, I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and go and now become a village elder in Madeira. Because, Mr. Speaker, he has spoken all divisive politics in this country, and Kenyans have refused to listen to him. Kenyans have completely refused to listen to him, and Kenyans have told him in this election, in no uncertain terms.
Yes, give him, how long has he done?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Give him 2 minutes to finish.
Mr. Speaker, when I was just piercing now the real issues. So, Mr. Speaker, I was saying this election has told in no certain terms the former deputy president that Kenyans are tired of his divisive politics. Kenyans are tired of his tribal politics. Kenyans are tired of his shenanigans of abusing other leaders, Mr. Speaker. And Mbere people, you are good people. They are good people. They have proved to Kenyans, that tribal politics will not work in this country at all, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I am a very proud member of the broad-based government because I can see it delivers. It is delivering elections. It is delivering development. It is delivering everything that I want them to deliver. So, Mr. Speaker, we are prepared. Hii ilikuwa tu kionjo. Hii ilikuwa kionjo. Sitaki kusema hii imeenda the way I said the other time, but hii ilikuwa kionjo. This is kionjo. The real deal is coming. I am telling the united losers, not the united opposition, the united losers, to prepare properly. You did not prepare for these elections properly. Stop blaming IEBC. Stop blaming police. Stop blaming small people. Prepare for the election. Prepare, go and talk to the people and come with an agenda. Tell the people what you want to do. Don't tell Kenyans that you, Kasongo, so you want up, those things are slogan. It will not help you, those slogans. I want to tell them, please come up with a program and issues to discuss, to tell Kenyans. Issues of development, issues of importance to the Kenyan people. But if you continue the way you're going on, with these meetings in hotels, with these press conferences in Nairobi, with this kind of sharing of seats in Nairobi here, at so and so will be the one, you will lose. You will lose, I promise you. You will lose, and we don't want to be part of losers. We were thinking of joining now, with this kind of manners you have, just forget about us. Thank you very much.
Wangari. Remember the rest, you have 2 minutes each. If you can take 1 minute, the better.
Asante sana Bwana Spika. Pia mimi naunga mkono kwa kuwapa hongera hawa wenzetu ambao wameweza kujiunga na kuwa wawakilishi wa maeneo bunge mbalimbali. Na Bwana Spika, niwakaribishe hawa watano ambao wameingia hapa kwa mara ya kwanza, na pia Mheshimiwa Harrison ambaye ameweza kurejea tena. Na Bwana Spika, najua mambo mengi yamesemwa, lakini nitasema mambo mawili sababu muda ni mchache. Na niseme Bwana Spika, jambo ambalo tumeweza kujifunza kwanza, tume huru ya uchaguzi. Sisi kama nchi ni vibaya sana kukua tuko na eneo bunge ambalo limeweza kukaa zaidi ya miaka 2 bila kukua na mwakilishi kwenye nyumba hili Bwana Spika. Nafikiri ni vizuri tusome kwamba tukiendelea hapo mbeleni na usoni Bwana Spika, kila saa kuwe kuna tume ya uchaguzi ambayo imewekwa pale, kukitokea uchaguzi kama huu inaweza kufanya. Bwana Spika, jambo lingine ambalo ningependa kusoma kutoka na uchaguzi huu ni kwamba tume huru ya uchaguzi Bwana Spika iko na jukumu sio tu la kufanya uchaguzi, lakini iko na jukumu Bwana Spika ya kuelimisha umma mambo ambayo yanafaa kujulikana, haswa mambo ya pia umuhimu wa kupiga kura. Nimesema hivyo sababu Bwana Spika, ukiangalia asilimia ya wapiga kura ambao waliweza kupiga kura, unapata kwamba ni kama asilimia 60 ambao waliweza kujitokeza. Na Bwana Spika, mambo ya uchaguzi ni mambo ya kitaifa na tunafaa kufuata kama haki yetu ya kikatiba, na ni vizuri tukielekea hata kwa uchaguzi ambao tunaangalia mwaka wa 2027, tume huru ya uchaguzi ikuwe imefanya mambo ya kuelimisha umma, mambo ya vurugu, mambo ya fujo, ikuwe inachukuliwa hatua kama inavyofaa, sababu mambo tuliyoona wakati wa uchaguzi huu hayakuwa sawa. Mambo ya kutumia vurugu, kupiga watu sio haki, sababu watu wanafaa kutokea, wapige kura na waende nyumbani. Hata hivyo tunasema kongole kwa wale ambao wame
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I also join my colleagues in congratulating the newly elected members of Parliament and their constituents, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a win for democracy. This is a win for civility. This is a win for the rule of law. And Mr. Speaker, this is a win for adherence to our Constitution. Mr. Speaker, it also demonstrates that in a modern day Kenya, there's no room for goonism, there's no room for anarchy, there's no room for violence, Mr. Speaker, and this cannot be a substitute for democracy, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this also clearly demonstrates that the broad-based government, Mr. Speaker, has brought together, has clearly demonstrated and brought out the face of Kenya, and proper planning means good results. Just like Honorable Junet had said, there's need to plan properly for elections so that you have good results, desired results, Mr. Speaker, and this can only be achieved if there is peace, if there is stability, if there is progress, if there is development, if there is true adherence and fidelity to the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, to the police, I want to say that for those of us who are part and parcel of the making of the current Constitution, abide by your tenets, the Constitution and the Police Service Act. Protect Kenyans from goons, and make sure there is law and order. Mr. Speaker, to IEBC, don't be intimidated. Function in line with your constitutional mandate. To Kenyans, there is no room for anarchy. Let's continue believing in democracy. This is what will hold Kenyans together. To the agents of broad-based government, this is the way, continue to bring many Kenyans under the fold of the broad-based government, and I'm sure this is one thing that Kenyans desire. Once more, the new members come and welcome to the August House. Make sure you are familiar with the rules and make sure you continue functioning as as a member of parliament and also serve your constituency.
Mary Massey.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish to take this opportunity also to welcome and congratulate all the members who have been sworn in today. And I also want to congratulate those who lost, because in every election there must be a winner and there must be a loser. But Honorable Speaker, as I congratulate the members, I want to tell you to go back and serve your people diligently. And as I congratulate them, Honorable Speaker, I want to condemn what I saw, the violence and the utterances by some leaders, especially the former Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. Stop divisive and tribal politics. Honorable Speaker, I was out of the country on official duty and I heard Honorable Gachagua accusing and calling my community, the Itaso community, Wakora. And I want to say, the Itaso people are very peaceful and loving people. And when they want to marry, they pick the most intelligent and beautiful women from their neighbors and the diaspora. So because Rigathi Gachagua sensed he was being defeated by the team led by our very able wife and very intelligent Cecily Mbarire, he started calling the Itaso community Wakora. He must stop and respect other tribes and communities in this country, and not to do divisive and tribal politics. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Nabi Nabwera.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to join my colleagues in congratulating our newly elected colleagues who have come into this House, including my friend, David Adhuman Ndakwa. Mr. Speaker, this election has taught us a number of lessons. Number one, that Kenyans are interested in issue-based politics. I witnessed in Malava a whole platoon of people who are imported from all over Kenya pretending that they are an alternative to government, making a Malava by-election a non-issue-based election, calling people names, calling us all sorts of things, but the people of Malava stood up and said they are interested in issues that affect their livelihood on a daily basis. Lesson number two, Mr. Speaker, is that the ordinary mamboga in the village wants service delivery. The ordinary boda wants service delivery. And therefore, they turned up to vote for people they believe will offer services and not rhetoric. Lesson number three, Mr. Speaker, Kenyans are not interested in divisive politics. Kenyans want a united country. And that was very clear with the resounding win of the broad-based candidates. Lesson number four, Mr. Speaker, is that propaganda can never win against truth. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What we saw was that the united losers, as they have been called, introduced propaganda instead of addressing the issues that affect the public. And in this, the public was able to choose chaff, wheat from chaff. And the wheat is here, the chaff remained in the street. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Nabi. Honorable members, before I give the next, which will be Jen Kagiri, allow me to recognize a delegation from the Kingdom of Lesotho in the Speaker's Gallery. I wish to introduce to you a delegation from the National Reforms Transitional Office of the Kingdom of Lesotho, who are seated in the Speaker's gallery. They are Honorable Richard Ramoletsi, Minister of Law and Justice, Mr. Lira Ralebese, Principal Secretary, Minister of Law and Justice. The delegation is accompanied by 3 officers and is on a benchmarking exercise with the Parliament of Kenya to learn about constitutional, parliamentary, and public service reforms. Honourable members, on my behalf and that of the National Assembly, I welcome them to Parliament and wish them fruitful engagements. For the duration of their visit, I thank you. Jane Kagiri will hold your horses. Honorable Tienda Mola had asked me when I introduced this delegation to welcome them, so I'll give him 3 minutes, 1 for the delegation and 2 for the swearing in of your new colleagues.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me to congratulate our colleagues who won the elections and have been sworn in. To win these elections and be sworn in is not a mean task, and we really congratulate them. We are quite proud of them. We hope they will learn all the good things that we do, those of us who have been here, and ignore the few bad things that they might see in the few days they will be joining us before we adjourn. Mr. Speaker, allow me also on behalf of the Bunge team to invite those of them who are involved in any of the disciplines in which we participate in the Yala Games to join us. I am quite happy that the Honorable Harrison Kombe, who is also my client and who is a member of the Bunge FC team, has now joined us. The team is much stronger for that reason. I am also happy that the Honorable Moses Omondi has indicated that he will be our key striker, and from tomorrow he will be practicing with us. And I invite, on behalf of all other disciplines, that those who can join, please join in time before we go for the Yala Games. We need you. Mr. Speaker, secondly, let me announce to this House that I had the pleasure, together with Senator Catherine Muma, to meet the National Reforms Transition Office of the Kingdom of Lesotho, led by the Minister for Laws and Justice, the Honorable Richard Ramoelesi. Mr. Speaker, we were able to discuss matters of constitution making from a perspective of history of this country, because the Kingdom of Lesotho is undergoing a constitutional process, and they wish to benefit from what we were able to do. We were able to take them through that the whole morning. Mr. Speaker, we were also able to take them through the traditions and practices of Parliament, both the Senate and the National Assembly. But above all, Mr. Speaker, we were able to take them through our various facilities, from the chambers of the 2 houses, to the committee rooms, to the gym, to the members' facilities, and more critically, Mr. Speaker, because they wanted to see the food that the Gen Zs came to feed on in Parliament, we were able to take them so that they have a taste of that food. And they confirmed that it is of good quality.
I hope you showed them the beautiful new gardens as well.
Yes, and they saw the beautiful new gardens and the fountain and everything in between. As for the evening matters, Mr. Speaker, that's beyond the House. I will not go into that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Kagiri.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to congratulate the members who have joined us today. Honorable Speaker, this day takes me back to the good old book in Joshua 1 verse 9, where it says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will go before you wherever you go." Honorable Speaker, today is a confirmation that our God was with us in Banisa, He was with us in Malava, He was with us in Magarini, in Bere North, and Unguja. Honorable Speaker, this is one election that confirmed to this country that it was an election of development versus insults and threats. And thank God the development agenda won in this election. Honorable Speaker, my other point would be that we need to become gracious losers or winners. Honorable Speaker, it can't be in one piece of the mouth, somebody is saying they won, and on the other end, they are saying they were rigged out. Honorable Speaker, we must all respect the Constitution. Where you win, you accept you have won. Where another competitor wins, we accept and say that the other person has won. Honorable Speaker, as we go to the 2027 election, my humble prayer is that we exercise constitutional and fair elections. I'll give an example of Mbere North, where when the opponents saw that we were about to win, they went for Honorable Alice Nganga's car, tried to burn it, and were it not for the security, that is how we got security reinstated. Honorable Speaker, it is my humble prayer that we are all competitors. Let's go into it as a fair play. And above all, let us all remember we have been elected to work for our people, and that is what we are going to do. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Bet Simba. Pardon?
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kunipa fursa hii ya kuwahongera wote waliochaguliwa katika uchaguzi mdogo ulioisha hivi majuzi. Nichukue kwa heshima kubwa kumpongeza Mheshimiwa Harrison Kombe kwa ushindi aliopata katika eneo bunge la Magarini. Niwapongeze wote walioshirikiana naye kufanikisha ushindi huo, akiwemo Waziri Hassan Joho, akiwemo Gavana Abdulswamad, akiwemo Mungaro na jeshi lote la wabunge wa eneo la Pwani walishirikiana pamoja kuhakikisha kwamba tumefaulu katika uchaguzi huo. Pia niwashukuru watu wa Magarini kwa kuchagua chungwa, kwa sababu ndio kitu ambacho naona kina vitamini ya kufanya kwamba waendelee na mashughuli zao. Kwa hivyo niwapongeze sana watu wa Magarini vile vile kwa kudumisha amani kuanzia mwanzo wa kampeni mpaka siku ya uchaguzi. Hakuna mtu aliyesukumwa, hakuna mtu aliyekanyagwa. Watu walitoka wenyewe wakaenda wakapiga kura yao mahali wanataka, na kawaida yao wao ni chungwa. Kwa hivyo na niwapongeze wote broad based government, wale viongozi ambao wameshinda, na hiyo ni ishara kwamba serikali inakuja, basi broad based government itachukua karibu sehemu zote za taifa hili. Kwa hivyo mimi niwashukuru na niwakemee wale ambao walifanya fujo, mavurugu, kwa sababu uchaguzi ni haki ya Mkenya yoyote kufanya uchaguzi wake anaoona ni wasawa. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, nimesimama kuwapongeza hao ndugu na nawatakia kula laheri katika bunge la 13. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to join my colleagues also in congratulating the newly elected members who have just been sworn in. This one, Mr. Speaker, shows that Kenyans have confidence actually with these leaders who have been elected. And I want also to tell those who are defeated in the election, in the by-election, Mr. Speaker, to dust their, shake their dust and join the rest and the leadership which have been elected, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that this is also a sign. These are the writings on the wall to those who have been opposing, those who have been doing divisive politics, that come 2027, still Kenyans will be the same. I want to encourage them to work diligently and make sure that they serve Kenyans in equal measure. Mr. Speaker, I want also to say that and to congratulate and also thank the constituencies who are affected, because, Mr. Speaker, they have been patient waiting for these leaders to be elected. It's now upon them to show that solidarity and work with them. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for coming to my constituency to come and support us to fundraise for the 16 charges. Congratulations, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Speaker, you are the only one who can save us from this broadened government. Because unless you us a chance to say something, Honorable Speaker,
Honorable Makari, I've given you a chance.
It will appear like we are not there. Honorable Speaker, let me start by congratulating
when your colleagues were sworn in, you are nowhere.
Yeah, I was, by the way, even when KK was saying we are not here, Speaker was seated here.
Okay.
And it is unfair, Honorable Speaker, for KK to say what he said. This is an honorable house. Honorable Speaker, let me
I rolled him out of order, so don't...
Yeah, so let me congratulate our colleagues, Honorable Speaker. Those who have won, irrespective of how they won, we congratulate them. And tell them, Honorable Speaker, that now they made promises to their people, and they start working on what they promised. Honorable Speaker, there are a few things I've witnessed, and my prayer is that as we go to 2027, this house must ensure they don't happen. Honorable Speaker. Point number one, the level of violence. Honorable Speaker, we cannot afford as a country to carry what we saw to 2027. Point number two, Honorable Speaker, name calling and abusing other leaders. This was across the board. It looks like you want to say it's only United Opposition which was abusing. Even your side, the other side, Honorable Speaker, people were being abused, Honorable Speaker. Point number three, Honorable Speaker, is the issue of voter buying, Honorable Speaker, bribery. That we cannot carry to 2027. And I agree, Honorable Speaker. I want to thank my colleagues because when I look at them, I see what we call the Goliath spirit in them. And I want to tell them as a believer, David was able to make sure that Goliath goes down. Can we be humble ourselves, colleagues? What we are seeing, this name calling, assuming other leaders are not there, one day you might live to regret. I submit, Honorable Speaker, and thank you so much for this opportunity, Honorable Speaker.
Milemba.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this chance. Let me congratulate the members of Parliament-elect. Boy, just marveling, just replaced the father. Welcome to Parliament. And Kombe, a seasoned parliamentarian who is back in the House. Together with Magarini and Dakwa, who was the boy who was to make us, the people of the western part of this country, to prove that we are where we are. We are so proud of him. Together with all those who are elected, including Wamudende, because that one was a proof that the mountain is not owned by any one person. So this election was very specific, Honorable Speaker, and it was actually a vote of confidence in the broad-based government. And indeed, as you look at it, the broad-based government, the Kenyans have shown that they have a lot of confidence in it. And you can't doubt it. All the seats went to the broad-based government. And I want to thank the coalition and the working partnership. I saw our leadership of ODM led by Chair Shinali and others work so closely in Malava, and that was magic. And as we move forward, we want to ask those members who have been elected to work for the people so that when it comes to 2027, we again make it, they make it, and the broad-based government has its day. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this chance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Let me join the other members in congratulating all those who have been elected, and especially Mr. Speaker Boyd Were, specifically because of the circumstances under which their father died, and for those who may have been involved in his killing, some hoping that then they would inherit the seat. It is actually good that Boyd won. I want to thank all our supporters for honoring the spirit and memory of Baba. I want to thank the ODM leadership and the broad-based partners for an excellent job. Mr. Speaker, some of the lessons we learned: do not rely on social media. Being loud does not necessarily translate to votes. Young people must decide what they want. It is unfortunate that some young people were opposing Boyd. Mr. Speaker, there is a growing concern over the issue of goonism, and as a consequence, Mr. Speaker, even today, one of my constituents called Okundi, out of goonism, has just been attacked, and we don't know if he's actually going to leave, by people who just create a story around you and then attack you. Mr. Speaker, finally, on the issue of ethnicization of politics, which is a growing concern, that you cannot balkanize parts of the country and declare them for given tribes. It is unfortunate, and I want to encourage us as leaders to be careful with what we say, even as we move towards 2027. Thank you.
CNN, is it CNN? Are you called CNN or double N? Double N, sorry. Joki. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity to also congratulate our colleagues who have joined us from today. Honorable Speaker, we know that it was not very easy. The by-elections were tough, but we are here to thank God that they have been able to be successful and they are here with us. And what I would request from each one of them, and especially our colleague in Bere North, Honorable Leo Amudende, We know the whole country, the eyes were on Mbeere North and especially Embu County, and we are here to congratulate him and to tell him that he has done us proud. Over and above, Honorable Speaker, I wish to remind all the elected colleagues who have joined us this day that they will be judged by results, and because they made policies to their constituents, we request them to ensure that they try at least to deliver before the next general elections, and especially our colleague Honorable Mudende from Mbeere North. We know the services that the Mbeere people need, the water, electricity, and even the roads, and many more services that they require. We are trusting, and we know that we can bank on you to deliver. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Koimburi.
Asante sana. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Hata mimi wacha niunge mkono kuwakaribisha waheshimiwa ambao wameweza kuchaguliwa na by elections. Nikikumbuka kuna wakati pia mimi nilikuwa hapo, nilichaguliwa pia na by election, Mheshimiwa Spika. Mheshimiwa Spika, ukweli ni kwamba hao wabunge ambao wameingia siku ya leo, nataka kusema kuna mambo mengi ambayo yalikuwa yanaendelea kwa uchaguzi mdogo ambao ulikuwa unaendelea katika taifa letu la Kenya, hasa tukiangazia pale kwetu mlima. Pesa zilimwagwa na magunia, Mheshimiwa Spika, na corruption ilikuwa ya hali ya juu sana pale, Mheshimiwa Spika. Na mimi nataka kusema Madende, tumekukaribisha kama mheshimiwa katika bunge hili, lakini ni vizuri usikilize ground, usidanganywe na wabunge hapa. Wakati wa uchaguzi ujayo wa mwaka 2027.
There is a point of order, Koimburi. Take your seat. Yes, KJ? What's your point of order? Take the mic.
Mr. Speaker, I want you to find Honorable George Koimburi completely out of order. It is only very recently that this gentleman was forgiven by this House for making utterances that he cannot substantiate. Mr. Speaker, this gentleman is in the habit of putting this House in great disrepute, making claims that cannot be substantiated. There is no place in this country called Mount Kenya. We have a Kenya, one united Kenya, and the win in Mbeere North is an indication that Kenyans do not care for tribalism, they do not care for sectionalism, they do not care for the kind of politics that they are promoting. So, Mr. Speaker, this gentleman must be found completely out of order for bringing total disrepute to this House by making very inflammatory and unbased.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Mheshimiwa Spika, nilikuwa ninasema hivi, kwa wale ambao wamechaguliwa kwa uchaguzi mdogo ambao uliopita, mimi nawakaribisha kwa roho mzuri, lakini ni vizuri kusema ukweli, Mheshimiwa Spika. Mheshimiwa wa Mudende, usikilize ground, usidanganywe na wabunge hapa. Wabunge wanaweza kukudanganya na ujipate utarudi kwa hii nyumba. Mheshimiwa wa Mudende, tunakupenda na tunakuheshimu kwa zile kura kidogo ambazo ulitushinda nazo. Kura 400, sio kura ya kujidai nayo, sio kura ya kujipigia kifua. Mheshimiwa Spika, lazima Wakenya waambiwe ukweli. Ni wakati wa kusikiza ground, ni wakati wa kutohonga watu, ni wakati wa kufanyia wananchi kazi. Mheshimiwa Spika, hatutaki udanganyifu katika taifa letu wa Kenya wakati tunaendelea na uchaguzi wa mwaka 2020.
Your time is up. Order. Order. Didymus. 1 minute.
Mheshimiwa Speaker,
yes, Millie Odhiambo, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I don't think it is in order for Honorable Koimburi to be casting aspersions on new members when there is actually no case that is challenging their win. But more fundamentally, Speaker, he's asking the members to go and listen to the ground. When he failed to listen to his own wife, Mr. Speaker, he was listening elsewhere. He needed to have listened to his wife, first of all. He must listen to his wife before he listens elsewhere. Is he in order?
Order. Order. Dedimas.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipatia nafasi hii.
Order, Dedimas. Honorable Koimburi, let's not escalate this. You know, when you hurl stones at your colleagues, those are some of the consequences. But I want to remind you that in our democracy, we have had a case here in the 8th Parliament where members in Wajir tied and we went to a by-election. We had a member called Sugo Major from Garissa. He won by a majority of 2 votes and served a full term. In our democracy, a win is a win regardless of the majority of votes. Didimas?
Asante Mheshimiwa, nashukuru kwa kunipatia nafasi hii, pia kuwapongeza wale wenzangu ambao wameshinda viti tofauti katika maeneo bunge tofauti, na nawakaribisha hapa tujenge taifa la Kenya. Cha msingi Mheshimiwa Spika ni kufurahia amani iliyokuwepo katika sehemu ambazo uliona kwamba Mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah alienda akafanya kampeni katika maeneo bunge ya Migori kule Kasipul pamoja na Ugunja bila tashwishi yote. Mheshimiwa Spika, nasema hivi kwa sababu miaka 6 ambayo imepita tulikuwa na uchaguzi mdogo kule Kibra, na kwa vile sasa miaka 6 imeisha, tuko katika broad based. Mimi ningeliomba Mheshimiwa Spika umwamuru Mheshimiwa Atiende Amolo aenda akamwambie Junet Mohamed anirudishie kofia yangu niliyoipoteza katika uchaguzi mdogo kule Kibra, sababu sasa hivi tuko katika uwiano katika serikali ya broad based. Mheshimiwa Spika, na nitashukuru sana. Na vile vile nichukue nafasi hii kusema ya kwamba sisi kama bunge la kitaifa tuko na nafasi ya kushirikiana pasipo misingi yetu ya vyama ili kuendelesha ajenda ya kuunda sheria ambayo itawapa afueni wa Kenya ili waishi na matumaini ya kesho, tukua viongozi ambao jukumu letu kubwa ni kusaidia serikali kupeperusha maendeleo katika pembe yote ya nchi yetu ya Kenya. Asanteni sana na nawatakia kila laheri wajumbe wapya wa kutumikia wale ambao wamewaleta hapa. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Bensouda.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I would also like to rise and congratulate all the newly elected MPs in this by-election. And I want to say that they have a task to deliver to their respective constituents. Honorable Speaker, I would want to say that as political parties in this nation, we must strongly, objectively, and guard our political parties so that the principles and the foundations of their grounding can yield to results. Honorable Speaker, I would want to say that in the by-election which was just concluded, we have learning lessons and we have lessons that we need to carry along with us. For areas that we went overboard, we must retreat. For areas that we were weak, we must strengthen. And that is when we shall exalt the spirit of democracy, unity, love of this country. Honorable Speaker, I would want to encourage the newly and duly elected politicians who have come as MPs in this House. They have hardly 1 week, 1 year to deliver to their respective areas. And besides that, it is not a comfort zone because in the next 2026, they're also starting elections, campaigns for 2027. It is not a comfort zone for all of us. We are winners and we encourage that we have to desist hooliganisms so that the young ones know that they need to be mentored, nurtured, objectively to deliver and use the taxpayers' money in the right manner possible. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I congratulate Honorable Boyd Ongondo Were, MP-elect Kasipul constituency, as the woman representative elected to represent, legislate, and oversight women, youths.
Honorable members, our 45 minutes are over. We'll go to the next order. Next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House. Today, Tuesday, 2nd December 2025. Reports of the Auditor General and the financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2025 and the certificates therein in respect of 1. Alupe University, 2. Commission on Administrative Justice Staff Mortgage and Car Loan Scheme, 3. Kaiboi National Polytechnic, 4. Kisumu National Polytechnic, 5. Mitungu National Polytechnic, 6. National Communication Secretariat, 7. National Research Fund, 8. Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, Staff Mortgage and Car Loan Scheme, 9. Open University of Kenya, 10. Parliamentary Car Loan Scheme Fund, 11. Parliamentary Catering Fund, 12. Parliamentary Mortgage Scheme Fund, 13. Political Parties Fund, 14. Rongo University, 15. Salaries and Remuneration Commission, Mortgage and Car Loan Scheme Fund, 16. Salaries and Remuneration Commission, 17. School Equipment Production Unit, 18. Street Families Rehabilitation Trust Fund, 19. Tom Mboya University, and 20. Wildlife Clubs of Kenya. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I lay.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Agriculture, Livestock. Yes, Madenge, you are in that committee. Give to Honorable Madenge. So, Go ahead, Madenge.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 2nd December 2025. Report of the Mediation Committee on the Coffee Bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2023.
Chairperson, Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee. Honorable Mulyungi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House.
How are you, Baba?
Today, Tuesday, 2nd of December 2025. Reports of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of reports of the Auditor General as follows. Number 1. 7th report on the audited accounts of the National Government Constituency Development Fund Board for the financial years 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2021, and 2021, 2022. Number 2, 8th report of the audited accounts of the National Government Affirmative Action Fund for the financial years 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2021, and 2021, 2022. Number 3, 9th report of the audited accounts of the National Government Constituencies Development Fund for constituencies in Nakuru County for the financial years 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015, 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2021, and 2021, 2022. And finally, number 4, the 10th report of the audited accounts of the National Government Constituency Development Fund for Lari, Lurambi, Embakasi Central, Kilifi North, and the Muvita constituencies for the financial years 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020, 2020, 2021, and 2021, 2022. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mulyungi. Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning. Yes, Honorable David, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 22nd December 2025. Reports on the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on its consideration of 1, the agreement establishing the Shelter Afrique Development Bank, and 2, the agreement between the government of the Republic of Singapore and the government of the Republic of Kenya for the elimination of double taxation with respect to taxes on income and the prevention of tax evasion and avoidance. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Next order. Yeah. Nelly, you are not on my list. Is not. Nelly, you have a report to table. You are not on my list, but go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 2nd December 2025. Reports of the Departmental Committee on Education on 1, its inspection visits to national polytechnics from 8 to 14th April 2025, and 2, inspection visits to 13 public universities in April 2024. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Madenge, Chairperson, Mediation Committee. Give him the mic. There you are.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that pursuant to the provisions of Article 113(2) of the Constitution and Standing Order 153, this House adopts the report of the Mediation Committee on the Coffee Bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2023, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 2nd December 2025, and approves the mediated version of the Coffee Bill, Senate Bill number 10 of 2023.
Thank you, Madenge. Muriungi.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the 7th report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the audited accounts of the National Government Constituencies Development Fund for the financial years 2016-2017 to 2021-2022, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 2nd of December 2025. Number 2, Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the 8th report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the audited accounts of the National Government Affirmative Action Fund for the financial years 2016-17 to 2021-2022, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 2nd of December 2025. 3, Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the 9th report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the audited accounts of the National Government Constituencies Development Fund for the financial years 2013-14 to 2021-2022, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 2nd of December 2025. And finally, Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the 10th report of the Decentralized Funds Accounts Committee on its consideration of the audited accounts for the National Government Constituency Development Fund for the financial years 2016-17 to 2021-2022, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 2nd of December 2025. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
David.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Departmental Committee on Finance and Planning.
Yes, sir. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on its consideration of the agreement for the establishing the Shelter Afrique Development Bank, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 2nd December